In the past, I've looked at the NBA if it were replaced by 30 all-time teams. Today we're doing that again, but upping the ante this time. Each NBA squad has been replaced by their all-time team version and is being tossed into a do-or-die tournament. Will the Celtics and Lakers and their combined 32 championships still be prohibitive favorites? I mean, sure, both teams are absolutely loaded, but in a single elimination format, literally anything can happen. Step 1 in setting the tournament was to simulate one full season with our 30 all-time teams. Fun fact, Big O on the Kings won MVP, nice, and there were 2 LeBrons on All-NBA first team, very interesting. Step 2 was to take the standings from both conferences and seed the teams on our bracket respectively. As they finished during the season sim, I've tossed them on our bracket 1 through 15 with the 2 1 seeds getting a bye through to the Sweet 16. And as I correctly guessed, the Celtics did in fact dominate, but it was the Clippers, not the Lakers, the 1 seed from the West. And we will start in the West for a round of 32. Of course, those Clippers, they got a bye through to the Sweet 16, so we've got 3 other matchups, including the Lakers taking on the Suns, Mavs, Warriors, Spurs, T-Wolves. This will be good. I'll be honest, this all-time Spurs team being an 8 seed is criminal. Look at all the legends they had. They don't even have Victor yet. I know KG is built different and might have a good battle with Tim Duncan, but yeah, they might get steamrolled here in the first game. Oh my goodness, never mind. What am I seeing? I don't know what happened to the Spurs in the regular season simulation, but they're also choking here with their first round matchup. Obviously, something's just broken with their chemistry, and the T-Wolves looking good. Jimmy Buckets back with the T-Wolves. That's a tough finish inside. It was only an 8 versus 9 matchup, but that's technically an upset out the gates, and it feels like a pretty big upset too. Look at KG, 33, 12, 7, 3, and 3. What? Excuse me. How did the all-time Suns end up so good? I added Charles Barkley as he should be there. A full first page of 90s? I can't believe I'm saying this, but it wouldn't be the most shocking thing if those Suns upset the Lakers. I mean, LA is still better on paper, but Phoenix is cooking with something. Yeah, never mind. I take back everything I just said. The Lakers handled business. I mean, Phoenix put 124 points on them, but yeah, not good enough. Kobe Bryant leading the way, 9 of 11 shooting for 23 points. Our final matchup from the round of 32 top left bracket, 99 Dirk, 97 Luka, and a bit of a lacking supporting cast on the all-time Mavs. This would be a bona fide massive upset if they could take down Golden State with Wilt, Curry, Durant, Rick Barry. Yep, this is a roster, man. Wow. I was convinced by the time this game got started, we might have a monumental upset, and the Mavs controlled this game for 3.5 quarters before, unfortunately, those freaking Warriors. I mean, they did what basically every Warriors team ever has done, and that's beat the Mavericks in the playoffs, man. We'd been robbed of a potential Cinderella run for Dirk and Luka, who had matching double-doubles. You hate to see it. I'll hold on to the fact that the Timberwolves over Spurs feels like a massive upset, but there's our round of 32 from our top left region, and we'll go ahead and slide it down to the bottom left region, where the Rockets being a 2 seed low-key surprises me. Let's see if there's any other surprises in store. And we'll start with the 11th seeded all-time Nuggets, Jokic, Carmelo, David Thompson, old man Allen Iverson. They've got some talent. Honestly, on paper, they might look better than the 6th seeded all-time Jazz, who of course have Stockton, Malone, Maravich, Donovan Mitchell. I think the Nuggets might have an upset here. And to be honest, I can't even flex what happened in this game. I saw an upset coming from a mile away, and indeed the Nuggets came back, took over the game in the second half. And I'm sorry to the good people of Utah, but your Jazz, your all-time Jazz, kind of a fraudulent 6 seed. I don't know how they got. Maybe the West was just too tight in that season sim because the Nuggets were so good. And they were led, of course, by Jokic, 23, 5, and 7 in 32 minutes, and he's just getting warmed up. Let's go for 2 upsets in a row. The 14 seed all-time Pelicans led by CP3, AD, Baron Davis, Zion, and they're taking on the 3 seeded Kings. Dude, I think the West was just too stacked because the Kings don't look that much better than the Pels on paper, but we'll see. All right, maybe I was getting a bit ahead of myself. The Kings a 3 seed. Well, they defended it. They backed it up. A nice 13-point win over the Pels. Oh, look at tiny Nate Archibald. Didn't he once lead the league in both points and assists? I could see it. Okay, now this has upset written all over it. The all-time Thunder / Sonics with Durant, Peyton, Westbrook, Ray, Shea. The only thing is they have no real good centers, and that could cost them against the Trailblazers, who have Bill Walton, Arvydas, Sabonis, but they are much weaker on paper. What in the world? I don't know what they're cooking in Portland, but they do have a 7-point lead with under 2 left. Okay, now Kevin Durant is on the floor, and Russell Westbrook has been subbed out, but the Thunder down 8. They need a miracle. They have so many options. KD wide open off a screen. That's a great looking jumper. The door is wide open. OKC. Ray Allen wide open in the court. What? Nah, they're done. They're done. You see a missed shot like that? Nah, it's over. It's over. The all-time Thunder, just an all-time disappointment already in this video. Not sure how they were a 10 seed, but they lost round 1, so fair enough. And shout out to the Blazers. Kiki Vandeweghe, 34 points to lead the way. What a game. And to wrap up the bottom left region, I do not see an upset coming here. The 15th seed Grizzlies, Pau, John Morant, Zebo. All right. This is how the Rockets were a 2 seed. I don't know why I was sleeping. They got Hakeem, Moses, Harden, Drexler, McGrady, Yao, CP3. Whoa. Yeah, even my crazy reverse jinx skills, they weren't enough to help Memphis here. That is a blowout. The Rockets are going to be a monster. I'm not sure what else to say. They got talent, they got depth, they got everything here. Just a lone upset in the bottom left region of our bracket, but it was worth it. The Nuggets advancing, and that means our left side is off to the Sweet 16. A couple interesting matchups brewing. I can't wait, but let's first get to the right-hand side of the bracket where the Celtics have a bye, but we've got the all-time Magic, all-time Heat, all-time Knicks. Oh, some bangers. I mean, basically all these teams are banger team. You know what I mean. I'm excited. And we'll start with the 8th seeded all-time Magic. And low-key, I feel like T-Mac could be rated better. Maybe Dwight, maybe Shaq. It's just not as great as you might think. And they might be in some trouble out the gates against this all-time Nets with Dr. J, KD, J-Kid, Harden, Irving. Doesn't matter how long they play, they are on the team. Okay, you know what? 8 versus 9 seed coming down to the wire 2-point game. It just makes sense. Technically, this would be an upset if the Nets can hold on, but look at T-Mac. What a play. We've got superstars on both sides doing their thing. Can someone please guard Tracy McGrady? Harden in transition, beating everyone up the court with another dunk, and we're tied back up. He's letting the clock wind down. Does he have a dagger in him? That is a deep 3. Kevin Durant for the win. Bricked it. 3 seconds is enough to get a good look. Penny Hardaway, though. Why are you so deep? Penny pulling up and missed it. Yeah, that's got to go to T-Mac. We're down to about 90 seconds left in OT. Orlando back with a 2-point lead. This time, Orlando is running Shaq and Dwight Howard out there in the clutch. Penny, yeah, don't shoot that again, Penny. No more clutch 3s attempted by you. Take Kid to the rack. That is too many muscles, brother. Too many muscles? That makes no sense. Can the big people of Orlando find a quality shot in the clutch and potentially put this game away? Oh, great pass. Great pass. Penny to Dwight. That was beautiful. Kevin Durant going one-on-one on Shaq. One-on-one against Shaq. James Harden open, miss. That might be game, y'all. If the Nets hit a 3, they might still be in this game. If not, I might be willing to call it curtains. KD, reasonable look, and he's caught it. All right, they're not done yet. Penny Hardaway would miss one from the line, leaving the door wide open. Oh, but what a steal. It was Penny making up for his missed free throw. Yep, that's going to be game. That might be the best game we see in this tournament. KD, Jim, the Nets had 4 people over 20 points. But look at T-Mac with 35 and 18, Penny with 33 and 13. I have never seen anything like that. Going to be tough to match the intensity of that game. The 12-seeded Pacers, who, yeah, they're not great on paper. Oh, they're going to be in tough against 99 LeBron, 97 D Wade. Not a whole lot of depth on this Heat team, but yeah, that top end is nuts. Excuse me, Miami, why are you not handling business? These two all-time teams have both scored under 100 points right now. How did you leave Reggie? Jimmy Butler just left him. Oh no, it's bad. It's bad. This is so bad. LeBron, why? Why did LeBron not go up? He just pulled a Ben Simmons. That was nuts. That would have, I can't believe it. Miami down 3. Do they go for a 2 and free throws, or do they go for a 3 to tie? Oh my gosh. Eric Spoelstra or Pat Riley, whoever's coaching this team, bench LeBron. Chris Bosh in the corner just bailed him out. Oh, it's happening again. I think LeBron's legacy might be getting saved once again. Okay, I'm just saying. Don't come for me, LeBron stands. I am one of you, but this is crazy to watch. Tyrese Halliburton bricks at the buzzer. Wow. It's not over though. Miami still down 3 in OT. Miami got the stop they needed, but they need a 3 right now, or at least a 2. Dwayne Wade in the clutch. Nails. Jermaine O'Neal, pretty good position on Chris Bosh underneath. Hands up, Chris. Hands up. That's great defense. The Heat are trusting Dwayne Wade in the clutch. Another mid-range. And he bricked it. No. Halliburton would miss 1 free throw, though, so the door was still wide open for Miami. They just need a good... What? Reggie? Oh, what a turnover. Who was that? I don't even know. What was that pass? Just an unbelievable choke from the Heat. Reggie missed 1 free throw, so they're still in this game. They need a 3. They're going to Chris Bosh again, and this time he can't do it. LeBron James only 16 points. One of the worst decisions I've ever seen in the clutch. I mean, wow. Miami, good night. This region of the bracket has been nuts. Our final round of 32 matchup here, the 13-seed Wizards, who are honestly just average, and they'll be taking on the 4th-seeded Knicks. Do we get another upset, or after a close game? I kind of hope not, just to, you know, preserve some of my own sanity. Like, I'm losing it watching these games a little bit. And indeed, thankfully, I'm sorry, Wizards fans, but the all-time Knicks do take care of business. A nice 18-point win. But the Magic and Pacers, man, both with super clutch, important victories. I'm excited to see where they go. But to finish off the round of 32, we move to the bottom right bracket where we've got more great matchups, including the Chicago Bulls, a 3 seed. How? Before we answer any questions about the Bulls, we've got the 11-seeded Pistons up first. They are very good, not quite the same top-end talent as some teams. With all due respect to Isaiah Thomas, of course, but look at the Bucks. Kareem, Giannis, Big O, like, that's what I'm talking about. They don't have quite as much depth, so let's see what wins out. Well, okay then. I got my answer pretty quick. Top-end talent wins out. The Bucks dominated. Ooh. And as I'd expect, Big O had a big game. 31-10. Giannis 22-10. Kareem was even laid back a bit. But we move on. The 14-seeded Toronto Raptors with Vince, Kawhi, Chris Bosh. Can he hit some clutch shots for T.O.? It's honestly probably a tough ask for Toronto to be in the clutch in this game because look at the Bulls. Jordan, Pippen, Rose, Rodman, Gilmore. How was this a 3 seed? I ask again. Uh-oh, my reverse jinx skills might have been in effect. I'm sorry, Chicago, because the Toronto Raptors led this game almost wire to wire. They dominated, and now the Bulls are down 8 with under 2 left. Kawhi putting it up for 3. He missed. Look at Andrea Bargnani and 1. Nah, it's done. It's done. I've seen enough. You've seen enough. What is happening? D Rose led the way, 34-7 for the Bulls. MJ joining LeBron James as the choker so far of this video. LeBron will have his chance at redemption, though. A 7th-seeded Cavaliers team seems a bit low, but they aren't very deep. Oh, and they might be in some trouble. This all-time Hawks team is legit. How are they a 10 seed? I keep asking. Oh my gosh, we're about to have 2 of 3 all-time. LeBron's eliminated already. Actually, let me not jinx it. Okay, the Cavs still in this game. LeBron is on the floor. No Kyrie, though. Mark Price taking a clutch triple and bricking. That might be it. I mean, Mark Price is a pretty legendary shooter, but not having Kyrie out here seems like a fumble of the bag. Donovan's going to pull up. That's a pretty clean look, and he's got it. Okay. The Cavs killed way too much time now, so unless Doc Rivers misses a free throw, this game is over. And Doc to basically win it. Yep, that's it. I can't believe it. I mean, at least LeBron pulled his weight, 24-11, but it wasn't enough. Back-to-back upsets in this region. Can the 15-seed Hornets join the crew? I kind of doubt it, especially against this 2nd-seeded all-time Sixers team. I mean, yeah, they're stupidly loaded. What else am I supposed to say? Okay, you know what? Ultimate respect as Muggsy Bogues hits a 3. Ultimate respect to the Hornets. They are only down 7 in this game. I mean, the game is over. Philly handled business, but that was closer than it probably should have been. Allen Iverson, the playmaker, 12 assists. Unbelievable. And that does wrap up our final round of 32 region, and the Raptors, Hawks, both upset. We've got a lot of upsets here. Let's go. In fact, when we look at our entire bracket off to the Sweet 16, a complete mismatch. The seeds almost out the window. We'll see if those 1 seeds can hold on after their bye. And in fact, we will go to that top left region first. The 1st-seeded Clippers, Timberwolves, Lakers, Warriors. I mean, that is just never not a banger matchup. Let's go. And at long last, here are your 1st-seeded LA Clippers. Yeah, not sure how they ended up getting the 1. They're not that great on paper, I'll be honest. And we've already seen these all-time Timberwolves take down a surprisingly better opponent, so let's see if they can do it again. Well, okay, gosh darn LA Clippers. I'm sorry for even insinuating that you might be mid. Yeah, their debut in this video, a massive 30-point win. And Kevin Garnett, who carried in game 1 for the Timberwolves, only had 14 and 11. That's tough. I didn't realize until just moments ago this could be a possible matchup. All-time Lakers, all-time Warriors. This is basically a finals matchup right here. And Warriors fans, please look away. Just don't click off this video or anything, but yeah, your boys got stomped. I couldn't even make it dramatic. 2 games in, it's looking like this is going to be the Lake show, like all the way throughout. Kobe, 36 points on 15 of 18 shooting. What? Okay, now we've gone 2 matchups without a tight one. We've had a couple blowouts. Do the Nuggets and Kings offer something different? And oh my word, no, they do not offer something different. Another 30-plus point win for the 11-seeded Nuggets. This time they're making a run. David Thompson, Byron Beck, Melo, Jokic is just coasting. 18 assists. What? The final Sweet 16 matchup from the West. Will this one avoid being a blowout? Blazers, Rockets. This looks even. Oh, baby. Now the scriptwriters are cooking. We've got a 1-point game under a minute left. Dame's going to go to work, I think. He wants to shoot right over little Calvin Murphy. That is deep. That is healthy. And it's a miss. Are the Blazers about to foul? Yeah, they are. Okay, fair enough. And now we'll see if Portland trades twos for free throws or Dame. I was going to say Dame could have shot a three there. Goes inside to Aldridge instead. I don't like that matchup. Moses Malone. No, Elvin Hayes with the clutch defense. It was a valiant effort from the Blazers, but I'm not sure why you'd go up against all them Hall of Fame big men in the clutch. Poor decision by Aldridge. At least the Blazers gave us a competitive matchup because the rest of these matchups were not. We're going to have Nuggets, Rockets, as well a battle of LA in the Elite Eight. Can't ask for much more than that. And yeah, we've got just 4 West teams left. We've still got 8 though on the East, so let's go back to that top right where we're going to see the Celtics finally. Absolutely no surprise. They were the 1 seed and extremely stacked. Are we going to get a Lakers-Celtics finals? This is the first step. But let's not get carried away because, of course, the Magic had a crazy win over the all-time Nets in round 1. It could happen again. There is just something about this Orlando Magic team. I'm not even scared with them down 6 right now. Tatum working off a screen to the left, going in on Shaq. Good contest, but Tatum is clutch. Wow. I mean, it's still T-Mac, 13 points in 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm a bit, he just about turned the ball over. Okay, there you go, T-Mac. Good shot. He just makes everything, this man. Last chance for the Magic. If they hit a 3 here, they might still be alive, but I'm finally starting to doubt. Paulo, the future? No. Just, you know, not the present. T-Mac and Penny Hardaway unfortunately couldn't match their insane first round performance. And yeah, Larry Bird led the Celtics. They're looking legit. All-time Pacers, fresh off their insane upset of the Heat, have a chance to do the same to the 4th seeded Knicks here. But the big bad Knicks were having none of the Pacers upset talks, as after lulling them to sleep in the first half, they took over and dominated down the stretch, eventually escaping with a 20+ point victory. Nice. Another team fresh off a huge upset, the Raptors, back for some more against the loaded all-time Bucks team. And would you look at that? They've done it again. I kept waiting for this game to get close in the clutch so I could make it epic, but Toronto's just so good. They just wouldn't surrender like a 10 to 12 point lead this entire game. Milwaukee, how's it feel? You're getting the Bulls treatment. I know my non-Canadians hate this, but I think we found our Cinderella team to really champion the rest of this video. Let's go, Toronto. Our final Eastern Conference Sweet 16 matchup, the Sixers, the Hawks, who upset LeBron's Cavs. Okay. And we've got a clutch finishing coming and potentially another upset. The Hawks up 6. Philly has Moses Malone and Wilt Chamberlain out there along with Dr. J, who that was way too easy. Wilt Chamberlain getting double team, kicks out of it. Billy Cunningham wide open 2 and he bricked it. That's why he shouldn't shoot. Cliff's going to take a screen from Dikembe into the mid-range. Back to Dikembe with a nice finish. Philly has subbed out Wilt and Dr. J. I don't like this lineup, and that's Dolph Shays bricking a triple. It was arguably their last chance, and Philly opted to go for 2, but Allen Iverson smoked a layup. Unreal. Both teams' inability to shoot from 3 was costly, but more so for Philly, who takes the L. And with that, the bottom right region in our Eastern Conference side of the bracket has 2 underdogs making it all the way to the Elite 8. Up top, no surprises, as I mixed up the Knicks and Celtics. You know what? Doesn't even matter. I'm not going to go back and fix it. That takes too much time. We know what's up. Just let me be lazy, please. It doesn't affect anything. And altogether on our main bracket, just 8 teams remaining. I'm so scared it's just going to be Celtics, Lakers, like I jokingly said in the intro, but maybe not. And all at once, let's complete each Elite 8 matchup. There's 4 of them to set our final 4. Let's just get right to it. Beginning with all-time Clippers, all-time Lakers. I mean, obviously the Lakers much better on paper, but the Clippers looked so good in their debut in the Sweet 16. As you'd expect at this point in the tournament, especially with these 2 teams, it was tight for about 3 quarters before the Clippers, yes, turned the tides in this game completely. And this ended up being a blowout, a truly appalling performance from the Lakers. I mean, only 103 points with this team. Like, come on, bruh. And they obviously played no defense either. Paul George was toasting them all game. A 30-point dub. Lakers, where did it go wrong? Kobe, Magic. I mean, they're super balanced. I do not see LeBron here. 26 minutes, 4 points, another choke. Nah, that's out of pocket. 26 points for George, McAdoo, and Leonard apiece. Yep, that'll do it. I mean, the Clippers were technically the favorite in that game, so we shouldn't be too surprised. The Rockets are the 2 seed. The Nuggets are the 11 seed. Can they continue a Cinderella run? Oh, wow. Unless the Rockets get a T-Mac 13 and 33 miracle, yeah, the Nuggets might be doing this. I mean, they're already in dagger territory territory. Dan Issel wide open. No, okay, that's not it, but it's okay. They either need a dagger or a few defensive stops. Nikola Jokic, noted defensive anchor with the big stop, and he's about to drop a dime. Yep, Alex English finishes it off and finishes the game off most likely. Just genuinely shocking results all over the place. Again, look at the three-pointers. The Rockets shot 21%. The Nuggets made 18 on 50%. That's cooked. Off to the Eastern Conference matchup, Celtics-Knicks, an all-time legendary matchup. Who you got? Oh my word, this might be a great day in America because Boston might lose. This game is right there for the taking for either team. Larry Bird, oh my gosh, yep, I shouldn't have doubted him. JoJo White fading from three. He almost made that. Larry, get out of here, man. What are you? Oh, he made that. There goes Walt Frazier. There goes the pick from Pat Ewing. Yep. And there goes a forced pass. Ewing on Bill Russell. I don't like the odds for Big Pat. Nah, that's Billy. That's Billy Russell with his defense. Nope. It's too good. The ultimate downfall for New York was trying to go against Bill Russell with Ewing in the clutch. Also, the Celtics hit a bunch of threes. Wow. And our final Elite Eight matchup, I'm so happy for either of these underdogs. Whoever wins, like, we're all winning watching this video. Let's go. Uh-oh, this finally might be the end of the road for the Raps. They're down 4, a minute left, but it doesn't matter. They have to come up clutch to even have that chance. Damon Stoudemire in the clutch. He's actually open. I mean, that's a great look. Fair enough. Massive possession right here. Do the Hawks have an answer? That's Cliff Hagan pulling up. And finally, someone on the Hawks hits a clutch jumper. That jumper from Cliff Hagan would end up being the dagger, a tightly contested victory for the Hawks. 36-7-3 for Dominique. Even though we didn't see him in the clutch, he carried. And in reverse order of what we just saw, the Elite Eight has been wrapped up. The 10th-seeded Hawks did beat the 14th-seeded Raptors. That's our Cinderella story now. Go Atlanta. One of our favorites, the heavyweight, the 1st-seeded Celtics, did take down the 4th-seeded Knicks. Over in the West, another underdog story. You know what? We're going for Denver over Atlanta. I'm sorry, Hawks fans, but they're the 11th seed. I have to. And after our battle of LA, technically the favorite, the 1st-seeded Clippers did advance, but we all know the Lakers were better on paper. Doesn't matter because it will be Clippers, Nuggets, Hawks, Celtics in our final four. Pretty unpredictable, I cannot lie. And now it's time to see if that unpredictability carries forward. Can the underdog Nuggets take down the all-time Clippers? It's very much a possibility in the final four, and it's not over till it's over, but the Clippers are in control with 90 seconds left. Fat Lever doing way too much dribbling. He's forced into a terrible shot. Jokic on the glass. What a beast. He'll get free throws. Anyways, Paul George, that's wide open. Paul. Oh, Bob McAdoo just sunned Jokic in the clutch. I mean, me personally, Jokic, I would not take that level of disrespect. Like, I would get him back in the clutch now. Okay, thank you. Jokic did right on cue. This is actually smart from the Nuggets. Don't foul. Wait a minute. No, Kawhi's wide open. Who said that was smart? Why wouldn't they foul? Wow. And that Kawhi jump shot would end up being the dagger. This was just a really balanced performance. A good Final Four matchup, but the Clippers prevailed. And I low-key can't believe it. I mean, Kawhi, McAdoo, they're just getting great performances from really good players. They might not be as deep as some other rosters, but they're doing it. And shout out to Jokic going down with a 25, 15, and 11 performance. What a go. And I never thought I'd be in this position, but I am praying that the Hawks can come through clutch here. Don't let it be Celtics Clippers, okay? We do not want that. Let's go, Atlanta. Oh my gosh, the Atlanta Hawks are actually doing it up 6 under 2 left. I spend every video basically praying on the Hawks downfall exclusively. Cliff Hagan is carrying right now. I've finally come around to the dark side to root for a Hawks team, and it might just be paying off. Larry Bird hook shot. Oh, Larry's selling. If Larry's selling in the clutch, you know this game is done. Joe Caldwell from the right wing with a dagger. Do you know who Joe Caldwell is? In the comments, you let me know if you do, and don't lie because I know you probably don't. Joe Caldwell and Cliff Hagan hitting huge daggers down the stretch. Even though they have so many super old players, the Hawks are shooting the threes so well in this video. And it was Caldwell with 29, Dominique with 22, and a bunch of balance leading the way for the Hawks. 30 points for Larry Bird and a Final Four L. And the reason I flipped on my usual Hawks hate and decided to support them is because I did not want our 2 1 seeds going to the final championship game, and that did not happen. We've got Clippers, we've got Hawks. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I would not have the Clippers in the top 10 of all-time team rosters on paper at least, but that's why we play these games. It don't matter. They are crushing it. The Hawks, meanwhile, I mean, same thing. They're probably not in the top 10 either. They've got some interesting players that I didn't think would succeed in the current era, but they too are crushing it into the finals. A 1 seed versus a 10 seed, an LA team versus Atlanta. This is a great finale to what has been a truly epic all-time team games tournament. Neither team was able to grab a strong foothold in the first half, and those underdog pesky Hawks were making plays to stay right in this game. However, when the second half hit, old man Chris Paul and the first seeded Clippers finally flexed their muscles, taking control of this game heading towards the fourth quarter. And unfortunately, Hawks fans and LA haters, they never look back. Dude, trust me, the Hawks were right in this game for about a half, about 2.5 quarters, but yeah, I don't get it. The Clippers simulated well, and they played well in every single game. Yo, they shot 62% from the field as a team. Yep, you're not going to lose if you do that, just plain and simple. Literally every game from the Clippers, we've seen them have multiple 20-point scores. Kawhi, Paul George, Blake Griffin, Bob McAdoo. This team is just, I don't know, balanced to an incredible degree. I'm pretty sure I was sleeping on the Clippers from the moment I saw them as a 1 seed, but it doesn't matter as they marched all the way to the Final Four, a flawless victory, eventually culminating with a dominant championship performance. And speaking of dominant championship runs, we had a few surprises when I put the entire NBA back in their prime. I highly suggest you check that video out right now.